mig, så er I meget velkommen til at sende en mail. Så skal jeg nok vende tilbage hurtigst muligt.
Flere spørgsmål til Mario? Jeg tror, vi skal blive færdige med Mario, og vi skal tage en pause. Og vi skal vinke farvel til Mario. Okay, så det er ikke mere. Så vi tager en lille pause. Tusind tak, Mario. Vi ses igen, Mario. Vi tager en pause, og vi kommer tilbage. Og jeg vil gerne høre flere om de andres projekter, og hvad det har i gang. Så vi tager en pause, 10 minutters pause, og vi kommer tilbage. Tak. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to just start talking. Let's see here. Yeah. While everybody's coming back to the screen from wherever you are, if you're in the kitchen or you're in the toilet or you're making a snack or you're still flipping the channels on the cable box, I remembered I wanted to say something interesting. I thought was interesting. This, I got to move this thing out of the way. Let me move this thing. There we go. This is a really cool tool. I am so glad this travel time platform, I think it's really interesting. I could just play with this for days. I tried this in San Francisco, the San Francisco map, and I was having a good time. It was fun. It is a fun tool, but there's more. Wait, there's more. If you go, I assume everybody sees what I'm doing. I hope you do. I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. If you go up to processing, toolbox, and you get this toolbox open over here, and then you come down here and you open the advanced travel time platform in the processing toolbox, and then you come in here, and I have not had the opportunity to really test all this out, but you have some choices here. You have an advanced. I don't know what the difference is between advanced and simple, but you have these things here. And this feature here, for example, so this dialog here, this is for this upland tool. This is for the upland tool, time map upland tool. And this feature allows you to select, I don't have one on the map at this point. Well, I don't know, quickly, I'll just demo. Let me just make one. Let me just make one. Layer, create a layer. Yeah, temporary layer. Points. Yeah, close enough. Good enough. And I'm going to add some points. And like this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So I just added 3 points on the layer. And I'm done, and I'm done, and yes. And so now I have a layer with 3, these could be like 3 stations. And you can go over here, and I haven't actually gotten this to work. I've actually tried it, and then I just got an error message. So I'm not sure why. And Mario's gone now, so, but maybe we can ask him later. We can try to, somebody could, if you're adventurous and you want to try this. So what you're supposed to be able to do with this tool is you can create a set of points for a whole transport network or something, and then open this dialog and choose the layer with your points, and then run them all at the same time and create a huge upland matrix for all of the stations in your layer, in your transport layer. And I tried it. I tried this yesterday during the day, and I got an error message. It just said, you know, lots of red text, and said, you're doing it wrong. And so I don't know, but there's a lot of powerful features here that Mario and I have not even fully looked into yet. But this comes closer to a situation where you can create in QGIS a transport network with lots of stations, and then generate some kind of a matrix output of how those stations connect to each other. And there's that, and then there's something down here in the utilities that I haven't even figured out how to do yet. No, not that one. Maybe it was back here again. No, I've forgotten where it is. I'm not looking in the right place. I'm not looking, but there is a function in here to generate matrices, I think, or maybe it was in this tool. Yeah, I haven't even figured out I haven't even had the time to, none of us have had the time to look at this. But this tool has a matrix generation function, and you can put in points, but it's only for road traffic. It's only for road traffic. So you're kind of, doesn't really help us with public transport. For public transport, we got to use this travel time platform. And then if you want kind of quote a matrix, you're going to have to generate it by hand. You're going to have to like query a bunch of points, collect the data, generate, you know, make your own kind of matrix structure yourself. But I'm actually excited, really. Considering where we started and the crazy constraints we're under and the horrible stresses we've been under, I'm actually really happy, and I'm excited, really, honestly. Next year, when I teach this class again, I'm really excited because I think there's a lot of fun tools here that can be used to do some fun exercises and do some fun experiments and doing transport planning. But it's just, you know, we're just making it up as we go along right now. So it's not so great for you guys, but I feel at least optimistic that next year, when we do this again, I do have some fun tools, and I do have something that'll be fun to do in class, and something that's practical, something that actually can generate something useful in analysis. So anyway, that was my talk. So who's next? Who wants to tell us what you're working on and what you got going? På dansk eller engelsk? You are not there, are you? You have all gotten up and gone to the refrigerator to get something to eat. Come on. Who's next?
Vi kan godt præsentere vores.
All right.
Jeg prøver lige at dele min skærm. Virker det nu?
Ikke nu. Ikke nu. Prøv igen.
Okay.
Det skulle virke, fordi du er...
Nå! Okay.
Ja, det er noget, som
Sådan
kan...
der.
Ja, Brøndshøj.
Ja.
Med masser af buffer. Det ligner en stor donut.
Ja, altså det her, det er jo så gåafstanden fra de stationer, der er nu.
Ja. Så det er 500 og 1000 meter?
Nej, det er 5 minutter og 10 minutters gåafstand.
Ja.
Ja, så jeg tænker, eller vi tænker, at vi på en eller anden måde måske kan bruge det til vores, altså til lige at få lavet en linjeføring, som jo nok er det næste, vi skal i gang med.
Ja, og så vil vi så også bruge det til, når vi har lavet linjeføring og stationerne, så at putte det ovenpå os, så man kan se, hvor meget det nye dækker.
Ja.
Er det noget mærkeligt om den her billede? Når du har lavet den her, er der noget, som du kigger på, og du siger til jer selv, det er lidt mærkeligt. Kan du forstå, hvad min mening er?
Ja.
Det er så mange, som er overdækkende. Det er noget cluster.
Ja.
Det er noget areal, som er næsten oversvømmet.
Ja. Men det er jo så Indre København, hvor der er sådan ikke så mange stationer, så man,
Og det er der Frederiksberg, er det ikke?
Jo.
Ja, så det er, så Frederiksberg har bare købt det næsten har ikke brug for bus længere.
Ja.
Vi kan bare gå til stationen. Ja.
Ja, og så ved jeg ikke, vi har tænkt lidt på, om vi måske kan bruge nogle af de kort, vi lavede i altså sidste semester, som sådan viser rejsepotentiale og sådan noget i det område, vi nu kigger på.
Ja.
Ja. Men det er jo så...
Light bane.
Hvad?
Det er en ny light bane. Det er light.
Ja.
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 Så det er noget, som mangler fra QGIS, og vi har et light bane route ind i QGIS.
Ja, ja.
Så spørgsmålet er, skal vi som fælles arbejde, eller skal vi lave en lærer i QGIS med Københavns light bane? Så at du starter med Københavns light bane som en forudsætning, før du starter flere.
Ja, altså det ved jeg ikke. Det kunne man måske godt.
Det er jo mest realistisk, at den er på.
Ja.
Tænker jeg.
Ja.
Jeg tror, at den når, jeg kan ikke huske, men jeg tror, at det var en kilde, som det var allerede Københavns light bane ind på QGIS, som en linjeføring. Jeg kan ikke huske rigtigt, hvor det var fra, men ja, jeg tror, jeg har set det.
Ja, det kan godt være. Altså, fordi jeg tænker lidt på, at det kunne være et sjovt, altså det værktøj der, du viste, man kunne bruge nu. Travel, jeg kan ikke huske, hvad det hed.
Travel time plugin.
Ja, at man så kunne gøre det før og efter den nye linjeføring, vi selv skal lave.
Yeah.
Men jeg ved ikke, altså hvis vi bare tegner en streg på kortet, så tænker jeg ikke, at det værktøj tager den med i sin beregning. Altså.
Nej, det vil jeg ikke. Du skal lave den selv. Så du skal starte med den eksisterende netværk, lave noget beregning for travel time plugin, og den du skal i spreadsheet og noget andet, du skal lave noget data ind om den nye linjeføring. Og du kan sætte nogle punkter ind i QGIS, som repræsenterer jeres nye stationer.
Ja.
Du kan beregne travel time ud fra dem stationer. Og du kan, for eksempel, du kan vælge at holde bare på gå og cykel til. Så du kan beregne ud gå afstand, gå opland og cykel opland til hver station. Og du har den rejse til gennem stationer på den nye linje. Og du kan sætte det her ind i et spreadsheet. Og du har det forbindelse mellem jeres nye transportlinje og den eksisterende transportlinje. Det kan være for eksempel S-bus, S-bane, metro og lightbane. Eller mindst S-bus, S-tog og metro.
Ja.
Hvis det er for hårdt at sætte lightbane ind, det glem det her. Det er bare en øvelse til eksamensopgave. Det er ikke virkeligheden, vi skal holde på lige nu. Så hvis det er for meget at sætte lightbane linje ind i jeres projekt, glem det her med lightbane. Bare køre ud fra eksisterende netværk. Men det der også mener, at det kunne være, at den løsning er faktisk Københavns lightbane linjeføring. Fordi hvis det har ikke lightbane i jeres grundlæggende kort, og den du tænker over, hvad skal jeg lave til en ny transportløsning, det kunne være, at faktisk Københavns lightbane er den rigtige nye transportløsning. Så det er lidt, men det er selvfølgelig en stor hul her i Brøndshøj. Brøndshøj er ikke dækket før eller efter. Så det er noget, hvad er den billigste løsning? Ja? Så men det er også det er den billigste løsning til at dække Brøndshøj. Og det er noget som, så vi har ikke undervist om eller talt meget om, det er selvfølgelig den netværkeffekt. Så hvis vi laver noget, som dækker Brøndshøj, og forbinder os de to S-baneruter, det er lidt muligt netværkeffekt, hvor der er noget ny trafik, som kommer gennem Brøndshøj. Og det er interessant, men jeg holder ikke, at du skal løse det hele bare med nogle almindelige værktøjer, som vi har. Men det er noget, I kan bare tale lidt om, eller mærke lidt om. Så jeg er helt fleksibel, og det er flere muligheder, at I kan, som jeg har sagt, med eller uden Københavns Letbane, og den gå-afstand, cykelafstand fra stationer med det er en OTR-værktøj, som er en Pentagon-ring emblem, og den også den oplandsanalyse, den rejse til analyse med travel time plugin til det eksisterende transportnetværk. Så der er flere, og jeg tror, at I kan lave flere flot grafik. I kan lave kort grafik med travel time oplandsanalyse, og den der flere lag ovenpå, som viser jeres nye transportlinjer, og den hvordan det kombinerer og det overdækker hinanden. Og den ovenpå den også den virkelige dækning, som vi har talt tidligere om. Skal vi tale dækning i bopæl, arbejdspladser eller kvadratmeter, bygningskvadratmeter. Så der og hvis man har lyst til det, jeg har tænkt lidt over, hvor meget vi kan gøre. Så for eksempel, hvis man har til og lyst, man kan starte med datafordelers bygninger, og man kan bruge den OpenStreetMaps data til at finde alle butikker, alle business, alle forretningspunkter. Og man kan bruge QGIS-værktøj til at finde hvilke butik og forretningspunkter ligger inde i shapes til datafordeler bygninger. Og man kan join den her data, og man kan finde ud hvilke bygninger er forretningsbygninger, og det andre bygninger, som er ikke forretnings, vi skal bare tro på, at det er bopæl. Nu har du kvadratmeter forretning og kvadratmeter bopæl. Det er ikke præcis, fordi selvfølgelig der er nogle bygninger, som har forretning på grundetage, og har bopæl op på anden etage. Ja, men vi skal ikke bekymre os om så mange fine detaljer.
Altså, for det vil også tage lang tid, tror jeg.
Det tager lang tid, men det er også, hvis du har lyst, og hvis du vil gå ind og kigge på den bærbare, når du kigger på Netflix. Bare have flere gode film på Netflix, og bare lege lidt med QGIS og prøve nogle ting. Men jeg tror, til dem, som har gode færdigheder i QGIS, det er meget hurtigt. Det
er selvfølgelig.
Det er selvfølgelig, der er nogle software, som jeg har så meget stærk færdigheder til, som jeg kan gøre ting så hurtigt, at den øjne bare springer ud. Det er fordi, jeg har flere års erfaring. Men i QGIS, jeg har ikke det samme, så det tager lidt til, men jeg tror, at hvis du leger med QGIS i nogle til, det går hurtigere og hurtigere. Og nogle ting, som jeg har lige sagt om, det kunne bare tage halv time til nogen, som har deres store færdigheder. Men det selvfølgelig tager 2, 3, 4 timer til nogle af os, som ikke har tidligere erfaring. Det er bare en idé. Og hvis det virker fint, hvis det ikke, det er ikke noget, vi mister. Så undskyld, fortsat, hvad mere vil du gerne sige om?
Jamen, altså jeg ved ikke, så har vi prøvet at lave lidt, en form for en plan over, hvad vi skal have med i vores rapport. Vi starter fra toppen. Altså noget af det her, det er også fra den poster, vi fremlagde.
Ja.
Altså så en indledning, og selvfølgelig noget baggrundsanalyse og behovsanalyse. Og så noget teori omkring, altså vi skal jo vælge et transportsystem, eller altså en... og der tror jeg egentlig også, vi er lidt i tvivl sådan, om vi skal lave en linjeføring for hver transportmiddel, eller vi bare skal lave en linjeføring, og så vælge bagefter, eller hvordan vi lige skal gribe det an, så det skal vi også lige finde ud af.
Vi har også lidt problemer med at finde ud af, om vi først skal placere stationerne, eller have en idé om, hvor stationerne kan så lave linjeføring. Eller om...
Jeg tror, det er meget forskellige linjeføring til metro and BRT.
Ja.
Så det er en stor forskel, så det skal være mindst 2 forskellige linjeføring. Fordi metroen bare kører hvor som helst, men BRT skal køre ind i vejnetværk. Så det er nødvendigt, men jeg tror, at det også drejer om, hvis du vil dække alle de huller i kortet, skal det være en lang linje, transportlinje, og skal det bare blive flere korte linjer? Det kan være for eksempel bare en lille linje her, som har 3 stoppesteder BRT, og en lille linje her, som har 4 stoppesteder BRT, og en lille linje her. Så det er ikke alle de samme linjer, det er bare, hvad er vores mål? Vores mål er at dække dem områder tættere på et eksisterende transportnetværk. Og det kan være, at det bare har brug for en lille shuttle. En lille shuttle, som kommer ind i centrum af den hul og giver noget dækning. Og det kan være for eksempel, jeg bare gætter, det kan være, at BRT, en rigtig BRT, kan være en god løsning til at forbinde disse her huller, disse her områder, disse her hegneområder, ind i den store skinnetrafik-netværk. Det er bare en idé, men det er noget, at man kan forstå, at det kan være, at dit projekt er ikke løst med en lang transportlinje, men det er løst med flere små transportlinjer, som bare forbinder en. Det er noget at tænke over. Er det bedre at lave en lang, stor transportlinje, som dækker så meget som muligt, og er det bedre at lave flere mindre transportlinjer, som bare forbinder? Det er en idé at tænke over.
Ja. Ja, så vi har undersøgt lidt i forhold til passagerer på buslinjen 5A og 5C.
Ja.
Da den jo ligesom kører i det område, vi skal undersøge.
Ja.
Ja, og lidt i forhold til, om der er nogle hospitaler eller skoler eller noget, som er vigtigt at komme forbi.
Ja. Så for eksempel, du taler om anlæg og forsyning, omkostninger og olietank, ledninger eller noget andet. Så det kan ske, når det kommer tættere på tidsfrist til udlevering til, at du har ikke fundet så meget om el og fjernvarme, anlæg omkostninger eller bygning omkostninger. Så det bare glem det. Det bare, du skal ikke være bekymret. Men hvis du har fundet noget, og hvis du har nogle idéer, det er helt fint at lave noget ind om det skal koste så meget, at vi skal vi skal skifte disse her anlæg.
Mm.
Og det kunne være en forskel, selvfølgelig den forskel, hvis, og jeg vil ikke den rigtige svar, men jeg tror, det er en forskel i anlægsomkostninger mellem BRT og lightbane.
Ja.
Og det er også omvendt, det er også en lidt forskellig anlægsbygningsomkostninger til metroen, fordi det kører under jorden, og jeg tror måske, at det ikke noget til skift i fjernvarmeanlæg eller elanlæg eller vandforsyning og noget andet. Men det er bare til jeres valg at forklare eller ej.
Ja, okay.
Hvad du har fundet ud. Og jeg tror, at alle sammen vores vigtigste del at vise, at vi har lært noget om, hvordan vi kan bruge værktøj til at vise den transportsystem, den transportdækning, og det kan ske ved QGIS. Det er noget, som har sagt til mig, at det vil gerne fortsætte med ArcGIS, fordi det stadig har ArcGIS-licens på deres bærbare, og det kender det hele. Det er fint også.
Ja.
Men jeg har ikke adgang til at give flere ArcGIS-licens i dag.
Mm.
Så hvis du har det, fint, men hvis du har det ikke, then vi skal køre med QGIS.
Ja.
Og selvfølgelig har jeg ikke også færdigheder til at vejlede jer om ArcGIS. Jeg har ikke lært noget om ArcGIS.
Ja, ja.
Men ja, så og køreplan, har du styr på det? Det skal være nemt at lave en køreplan.
Ja. Altså, men det... Ja, altså det kan vi vel først gøre, når vi ligesom har lagt linjeføringen.
Mm.
Men det skal selvfølgelig tilpasses til resten af netværket.
Ja.
Mm.
Ja. Og det er bare manuelt arbejde. Det er bare...
Ja, det tænker jeg.
Bare lave en spreadsheet og regne ud noget køreplan.
Ja.
Ja. Ja. Ja. Ja, det er fint. Ja. Ja. Traffic model beregning, ja.
Nej, men den har vi så også markeret med rødt, fordi det tror vi ikke rigtigt, at vi kan komme igennem.
Ja, jeg tror, vi har et værktøj, eller...
Ja.
Vi kan ikke nå det lige nu. Så.
Nej. Og det er vi jo også godt klar over. Altså,
Ja.
så.
Men så kunne alternativet jo være det der med rejsetiderne, som du viste, hvor man kunne lave det før efter
Ja.
for netværket.
Ja, det kunne du sagtens, ja.
Ja. Det kunne være, hvis vi kan få den data fra LTM, fra Lands Traffic Model, det er en stykke arbejde, men hvis vi har en rigtig OD-matrix, at du laver nogle nye transportlinjer, du kan prøve at dele ud den traffic flow, som vil bruge den nye transportlinje, i stedet for den eksisterende transportlinje.
Ja.
Men
Yeah.
det hele drejer om, hvis vi kan få det data, og hvis det data er brugbart lige fra starten.
Ja.
Ja.
Der står i kursusbasen, at vi skal lave det der trafikmodelberegning, men det behøves vi så ikke mere. Eller, jeg bare
Hvad skal vi kalde traffic model beregning? er nul definition. Så for eksempel, vi har talt om LRL, vi har talt om, vi skal lave et netværk ind i QGIS, og vi skal lave, hvordan det nye transportlinje tilpasses de eksisterende transportlinjer, og lave nu rejse til modellering og dækning. Så det udover at vi mangler bare at vi mangler noget beregning om traffic spring, og vi mangler beregning om uddeling af trafik over de nye transportlinjer. Så det vi mangler. Men vi kan ikke nå alting. Vi kan ikke. Ja, vi kan ikke. Og jeg tror, at jeg tror, det er kun dem, hvis der er nogen, som stadig vil bruge ArcGIS og Traffic Analyst fra tidligere kurser, og har adgang til de tidligere datafiler. Det kan lave noget traffic model beregning, men det er med gammel data, og jeg skal ikke holde alle til det samme mål. Vi skal bare holde til den mål, som vi kan nå med vores nuværende værktøj. Så jeg har ikke noget nemt løsning. Det tætteste på vi har lige nu til traffic model beregning er den vej traffic model fra Equilibra. Så Equilibra er en rigtig traffic model beregning, men til vejtrafik.
Ja.
Så teoretisk sagt, vi har dækket traffic model beregning i kursus.
Ja.
Sagt, vi har gjort det. Men det hænger ikke sammen med jeres projekt. Så når det kommer til eksamensopgave, til eksamensprojekt, nej. Du kan ikke bruge Equilibras vejtraffic model beregning til jeres projekt. Og det er ikke nogen skyld. Det er helt fint. Det er ikke nødvendigt, at alle skal bruge alle ting, alle læringsmål sammen i det samme projekt. Det kan være nogle ting, som ikke hænger sammen. Så vi har dækket den læringsmål i kursus bare til kursus skyld. Men det er rigtigt, at du kan ikke bruge det i jeres projekt. Så det er fint. Det er fint. I fremtiden, det vil blive ret, hvis vi kan finde ud af noget traffic model beregning i QGIS, som virker med offentlig transport. Men vi har ikke gjort det, så endnu. Så i jeres projekt, lige nu, jeg har ikke nogen stor forventning af den flot traffic model beregning i det samme mål som Equilibra til vejtrafik. Der var noget håb, men Mario og jeg bare ikke hælde til det. Men det er en plugin i QGIS, som er kaldt Networks. Og jeg tror, at det faktisk har en rigtig traffic model beregning til offentlig transport. Men vi har ikke explored det. Vi har ikke det er til næste år. Vi har ikke fundet ud af, hvordan det fungerer, og hvad vi skal bruge den til. Og det er ikke noget rigtig læring, læsebog eller lektioner som det. Jeg har skrevet faktisk til forfatter, til iværksætter, som har lavet den. Han har travlt, og han har ikke skrevet tilbage med noget information. De fleste af disse plugins det er lavet til kommerciel, og hvis man skal få hjælp eller tjeneste, man skal betale for det, Og det andet er bare lave som akademiker, eller frivillig, eller bare slået op som frivillig open source, og det er ikke slet ikke noget support, noget støtte. Så det er alt, som vi kan gøre. Så I skal ikke blive, hvis du kan dække, vi har 10-12 punkter her. Hvis du kan dække 9 punkter, det er helt fint. Det er helt fint. Vi har køreplan, samfundsøkonomisk, netværk, linjeføring, flere ting. Det er flot. Det er flot. Ja. Ja. Flere spørgsmål?
Nej, det tror jeg ikke.
Ja. Okay, næste. Venligst. Jeg har hørt fra... Hvad med jeg ved ikke, hvem vi arbejder sammen, men Jeppe, Pelle.
Okay, we can show some.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, why don't you show something?
But how do can I share the screen somehow?
There somewhere. Everybody else just keep looking around.
There it is.
Find it.
I think I found it.
Jeg vil mute lige Teams.
Oh, just a second. I just need to.
Bare lige mikrofonen.
How do you do that? On there. Okay, we are talking about the light rail to the airport still. We have in Google Earth, we planned some different route alternatives. You can see one here. So we want to export this to QGIS and do the uplands analyse.
Okay.
As you showed, the tools you showed, the tools Meyer found, where you can calculate the distance, the walk distance from a point. So we have some different alternatives. So this is one, and then we have got another one where we extended to up here instead. I think it's up at Ballerup. Yep. And we found some data as well. I think we showed it before, but it's I can't really. It's just the database, but it's called HSK. It contains address points, so it's a bit like the one you found with houses, the size of a house.
Okay.
In square meters, but it's how many it got jobs, and it got education places, so on.
Where did you get that?
It's from the last semester. I think we presented it last time as well. It's called HSK.
I think Pille sent an email with it actually.
I can show you how it looks like from the last semester. So this is this is in ArcMap though, but anyway, you can use it in QGIS as well. Yep. My computer having a hard time right now.
It's a lot to have all these open at the same time.
Yeah.
The HSK, is that private data from Transport DTU, or is it public?
I think it was public a year ago or some years ago, but now I can't remember what it's. H is hovedstadens, and I think it's something hovedstadens statistikkontor.
Okay.
but it doesn't exist anymore. So
Okay. Probably because of GDPR.
No, not necessarily, because it's basically it's just a load of zones, and then within all those zones you've got the data. So the zones are fairly small, but I think it would still be aggregated enough to follow the GDPR rules.
okay, mine is really slow right now. I can try to show it in here as well. So here's a map from last time. So this is, you can see all the small zones here, and you can click on it, and then you get how many lives in this zone and how many jobs is in this zone, and so forth.
Yeah.
And then you can like count if you make a buffer zone around a point somewhere, like let's say this one up here. I guess it's Hellerup. No, it's Svanemøllen. Then you can make a polygon around here, and you can calculate, okay, how big portion of this zone is included in the point.
That's exactly what we would like to do. That's exactly what we'd like to do. If
Oh,
we
here it is,
find
actually.
that data.
So I can take this zone, and how do I get this away?
Yeah, so I see it right there. So you've got his.
Yeah, so here you have the.
Yeah.
In this zone there is 456 jobs, and there is 6,000 study places.
Study places.
Yeah, and it has 681.
Yeah, population.
Population, yes.
And that's a randomized number because it's a decimal.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Randomized number.
So you can make a point around your station, and then you can a polygon. If you can make a polygon around the station, and then you can take the I cover, let's say I cover 50% of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Area, and then I get a travel potential of 50% of yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that data file, can we share it with the class? Can we just?
Yeah, sure. I think we can. I think everybody should have it already, but I can put it up at inside as well.
You can export it as a geo package.
Yeah.
And you can export it as a geo package and then post it on DTU Inside.
Yeah, but I think
and
I have it in here already.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while you're talking, I was Googling that. And that term, Hovedstadens statistic contour, it comes up multiple times in the Google search.
Oh, here it is. I got it as an Access database.
Okay. So the problem I had with that data from other Access databases is that the dimensions of the shape files were not in a standard format. And so the question is, they were not in a format that recognized any of the coordinate reference systems.
I managed to convert it into QGIS.
Then I would export it from QGIS as a geo package.
I think I have it. Oh, where do I have it? I can't remember.
But that would be really helpful if you would do that to everybody.
Yeah, sure. Not that one. Okay, I'll try find it, but I can't remember where it is. I found somehow to convert it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that term you use, that I see it in multiple search results, and it must be, I'm looking for something that would give us the history on, like you said, it's not available anymore for some reason, and to find out why it's not available or what the story is. It could be that you know what it could be? So that could be the data that is now available from Datafordeller.
It could be, yeah.
But to get it now, you need to create the account on Datafordeller and get permission, and then you can get it. And then it might be, and I think this would be really great if a couple of people would be willing to take this on as a is their own activity to get the account in Data Fideler, get the permission to access this and try it out. I just have my fingers crossed. I'm just guessing that once you get that permission, it shows up in the plugin on QGIS. I gotta believe that's the way it works. And that would be so great, wouldn't it? To open up QGIS and then go to the menu and pick Data Fideler and then say CVR and have it just punch the CVR data into there. That would be so wonderful. And I bet that's the way it can work. Anyway, I got many search results here with that term, Hovedstaden statistic contour, but I have to spend some time reading through them all to find out what's the story. Where did this go? Why is it not available anymore? Yeah, there's a million search terms and article results on this topic. But anyway, I mean, yeah, that's a neat project. It sounds like you're at a higher level of technical skill than everybody else has been so far. So I honestly am not afraid about your ability to do it. And whether you decide to continue doing it in ArcGIS or do it in QGIS is your choice. You know, it's a perfectly valid project. What are you missing now? You seem to have a lot of, I mean, you guys are probably the most advanced group in the class. What else do you need at this point to get it done?
Time to work, I think, is a short answer. Mind me, I don't know if we're necessarily the most advanced. I don't think that's quite fair to the rest of the class, but
you are. You are. I'm sorry if you don't believe it, but I mean, you just showed it on the screen. You're the most technically advanced group in the class.
I mean, I think a lot of what we showed on the screen is very close to what Dide and Marie and their group are working with, because some of it is probably the same data. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we need is to sort of just sit down and work with it, which is what we're doing, and yeah, sort of, you know, working more and more slowly up to deadline. I think is probably the best way to describe it.
Well, I mean, it seems like you guys, I mean, don't stress yourself too crazy. I mean, what can we do to make it easier? I mean, you've already got this information. You've already got these structures. You've got a really good, strong handle on the tools to make it happen. What are the things that scare you, that make you think you'll have a lot of time? You'll need a lot of time to do stuff.
Well, I mean, doing geoprocessing models in GIS always takes a lot of time. So
okay.
So I think it's more a question of that really, and just getting on with it. I don't know if you want to add anything, Jeppe.
Yeah. My internet connection is poor right now. You hear me right now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just had a question about the tool you talked about, where you said you could make a line and then you could connect that new, let's say, like rail to the rest of the network, and then you could calculate. You could run the tool where you calculated or showed the area you could go to within 30 minutes.
No, I said that the problem we have is that, at least with the skill set we have now, I mean, maybe if we were super brilliant and had all kinds of training, we could do it differently. But right now, if we draw a new transport line into QGIS, we cannot make it integrate with, for example, the travel time plugin that we have that works right now. So I said to the other folks, okay, fine. You'll have to manually create a spreadsheet and estimate how your new transport line improves the coverage of the network. So you'll have to manually calculate the upland for each of your new transport lines, then manually calculate the time travel along your transport line, and then manually look at the connection points with the existing transport network and make a spreadsheet that says, okay, here's the coverage and the transport time from the existing network connection points. And then for all the station stops in my new transport line, here is their connection to the existing transport network. And then you have to add up the pieces manually. So you have to say, if I look for, so up here, here's my new transport station. Here's the existing transport station for the existing network. From this station, travel time plugin gives me all kinds of information. I got that. I have my new transport station up here. On my spreadsheet, I say it's 10 minutes from here to here. And from up here, I cover 1,000 jobs or 10,000 square meters of building or whatever within a 10-minute go tour of that station based on QGIS's calculation. So now if from this station, I say I have this much coverage within a 30 minutes travel time, now it's 10 minutes from here to here. So from this point, within a 40-minute travel time, I have this coverage. Or on vent, I could redo the calculation here and I could say, okay, I'm going to recalculate here with a 20-minute coverage time. And now it's 10 minutes from here to here. So now it's 30 minutes. So depending on what benchmark you want to use, it depends on what is the mole, what is the benchmark you're going to use to create your comparison. But if the benchmark is 30-minute travel time, 30-minute upland, how far can I get in 30 minutes? Well, from this station, 30 minutes with the travel time plugin. Then from this station, 20 minutes with the travel time plugin, plus the 10 minutes along your transport route.
Yeah.
So if your transport route has 5 stations, and between each station, it's 2 minutes. So now, to create manually an integrated 30-minute analysis of all of these stations, what you got to do is you got to start with the station furthest out, and you say, okay, that station plus what I can get from here in 20 minutes. And then the next station down, it's that station plus what I can get from this station in 22 minutes. And then from this station, that station plus what I can get from here in 24 minutes, and down and down and down. And you repeat that calculation over and over again. And you can save all those layers on QGIS as a separate colored layer, and you can turn them off and on. So you can create graphics, or you can create rings, or you can do all kinds of stuff graphically. And it's it's labor intensive. It's manual work. You bet it is. But it does work. It does work. It is possible. And you don't, maybe your project is too big and there's too many station stops. So you say, we aren't going to calculate all of them. We're going to just calculate a sample of them every 3rd station or something like that. Or make some compromises so that you don't kill yourself doing too much work. But that would have to be, and I'm just guessing because obviously I didn't take the time to learn it, but I'm guessing that traffic analyst from ArcGIS, I guess it just automates this whole damn thing. I bet you just put the data in and you hit a button and it just, wham, it just calculates all of this stuff in one big jump. And I'm sure that's wonderful, but we don't have it. So we have to do it by hand, and we have to go through this step by step by hand. And it means your model is not as complicated as it would have been under traffic analyst. And it means that you don't have all the fun bells and whistles. But the basic fundamental ideas, yeah, we can do that. The basic fundamental ideas with a few sample stations, yeah, we can do that. And we're getting closer and closer to a really nice graphical ability and a nice ability to calculate things. And with your data on the residences and the workplaces, I think that really brings us a lot closer to something that can be called a professional analysis, that we could create these uplands in QGIS and then calculate how many people are covered by each one. I mean, that's a nice step forward. I mean, that's great. And then as I had in the conversation with Dita, we don't have nice, clean traffic model calculations. We don't have nice, clean, beautiful equations to calculate, okay, how am I redistributing the flow? That would require an OD matrix. Now, the people in the email I saw from Dita or whatever, I forget who, but the email I saw with the communications with the guys at Transport DTU with the lands traffic model, yeah, we can get access to that. We can get this huge database. It's kind of late in the semester now. Whether anybody really wants to jump in and do that at this point, I don't know. There's questions about whether the data has to be converted or matched up to QGIS's coordinate reference system. It could be a lot of work, but it's possible, and the data could be there, and we can ask for it. And again, that's an example of something where I wouldn't want to just dump that responsibility on a single person. I would love it if people pitched in and we did this as something for everybody to share the data. It would be really great. And then we would have nice, recent, accurate data on OD matrices and traveler preferences and where people want to go. And then we could really get closer to possibly a little bit of a traffic model calculation, still by hand, still on a spreadsheet, but we could get closer to that. And if that's, but again, balance that out with, you're telling me, oh my goodness, we are so busy and we don't have time and we're worried about getting this project done. Okay, fine. Well, then maybe that's not such a good idea right now. If you're worried that you don't have time to get the project done, then me telling you to go out and do a whole bunch of new activities maybe isn't the greatest idea. So it all comes down to, do you want to do it? Do you think it's interesting? Are you looking for something interesting to do, or do you have you got plenty of interesting things to do already? That's where I think that is. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Any other questions?
Not really. I think. I mean, as we said, I think it's from our perspective, it's. I mean, obviously we too are very busy. It's just about getting on with it, and we'll see what we get out of it. I mean, it's I don't think we're going to dig that much into the traffic modeling side of things because it is quite time consuming. So we'll see. I think we'd rather focus on something we know we can actually get a product that we're happy with.
Good. And remember, everybody, I mean, really, from this point forward, we're done introducing new ideas. I think we've gone as far as we can, and because of the unique situation we're in, where so many of you, this weird, the weird situation where there's a mismatch between the course description and the fact that you all had so much of this material in prior courses. We're pretty much done. So with new material or new ideas. So you have the time. The last few weeks of lecture, and even in the previous course description from previous years, the course plan basically said time for individual project work, in practically one out of every third entry in the course description last year was time in the class to work on your project. So I don't feel any guilt over doing that. So from now on, basically, you don't have any more class work. You basically just have the project. And the purpose of the class meeting times is to answer your questions, to provide an opportunity for Mario to help a little bit, for us to explore some things as a common group, whether we work together on some data or work together on trying to solve some of these technical issues in QGIS. The only thing I have really new coming up is I'm still trying to get this guy from India to give his presentation. It's a little weird because, you know, I haven't heard from him in about 10 days, and there's weird stuff going on in India. They're shutting down now, and it could be that he's no longer in contact. It could be that maybe he only has access at his office to talk to us, and he's quarantined at home and can't talk to us anymore. I don't know. You know, it's just a weird world we're living in right now. You know, I thought I had a deal with him to give a presentation, and then there was a miscommunication on dates and times, and I haven't heard from him since. I wrote him back and I haven't heard. So yeah, who knows? That was the only thing really new as a presentation for the class that I had on the schedule. Otherwise, you know, there's no pressure, no more other new things to do. We got class time to work on these things and on these projects, and I'm not traveling to America now. That's all canceled. I was supposed to be going somewhere, but that ain't gonna happen. So I am more available to answer questions, to investigate certain things. So yeah, I hope that makes you feel better. I hope that makes you feel less stressed. I really don't think you should go into this with the idea that you're going to be stressed out right till delivery day to deliver this project. I just set a limit for what you're going to do, make it look pretty, at least say something in the text where you recognize the existence of certain ideas and concerns. You don't necessarily have to solve everything, but just demonstrate that you understand it. Demonstrate that you understand what the issues would be and what the technical questions would be. Some issues, show me you can do them down to the calculation, and some other issues just show that you understand that there are issues there and you understand the theoretical principles behind it, but for whatever reason you couldn't actually do it in the project because the tools are not there, or the data's not there, or something else. So I think that's a very good situation considering all the crazy stuff we have to deal with right now. I think that's fine. I think that's just fine. So thanks, guys. So who's next? Anybody else? Adila, has your group presented? I can't remember which people work together with which people, so I don't know. But who has not presented? Has anyone not presented their project yet? Or is everybody covered? Everybody's managed to say something about where they are, what they're doing, and good. Well, we're at closing time anyway, so yes, and we have a long pause here now, don't we? So I don't know what the heck you're gonna do. For us, it's we're of course locked in the house all through POSCA. I don't know what we're going to do. And I don't know, there are different, a lot of people are not very optimistic, a lot of people don't think we're going to open again after POSCA, which is going to drive me nuts. I hate this. I cannot wait until the offices reopen. I really do not like this. I do not like it at all. Normally, I'm the kind of guy, I do like to work at home. I mean, I'm always the one getting bad comments from my boss that I'm not at the office often enough, but I do not want to be at the home the whole time. I do not. I do want to be at the office at least a couple days a week. And this is driving me nuts. So it's not comfortable. I don't like it. I'm getting stir crazy. So anyway, but because of the POSCA schedule, the way it works, of course, you guys know, we don't have any official meeting time again for 2 weeks. So, well, 3 weeks actually, because we missed 2 days and then we missed 2 meetings and then we meet the 3rd week after that. So we won't actually have a formal meeting again for 3 weeks. So, you know, work on your projects. Don't be afraid to send Mario and I questions or ideas. We'll see what we can do. I really would like some people to come together and work on some of these ideas about collecting data, so that we don't put that burden on any one person. And I am not in a position to just spend lots and lots of time collecting the data for you. I don't have that time either. But I'm willing to help. I'm willing to chip in and participate a little bit. Until next time, until our next meeting, Guposka, and stay safe. Hold Ausstand, as fun as that is. And we'll see ya. And don't be a stranger. We'll see ya. See you in 3 weeks. Bye-bye.